Welcome back, everyone. Well, they did not get swept, and following 3 back and forth tight games, the Lakers were finally able to beat Denver, thus ending their 11-game losing streak to them. Kind of weird to think about, but they have not beat them going all the way back to December of 2022. Yikes. But hey, they were able to win this one, and thus keep their season alive. I mean, who knows if they'll be able to make NBA history and make a 3-0 comeback, but at the very least they were able to show some pride out there, and that to me meant something. I for one would have hated entering the offseason having gotten swept by the same team 2 times in a row. Not only for me as a fan, but I cannot even imagine how that would feel as a player, which thankfully they won't have to feel. And well, they should feel pretty damn good about the way they played out there tonight. Following a ton of adversity, they had a number of guys step up, with D'Angelo Russell being the highlight of them, having 21 points on 50% shooting after putting up a donut in Game 3. I know the fanbase has been throwing a lot of hate his way, but I thought it was great to see D'Lo have a good game. And not only him, but Austin Reeves too, who tacked on another 21 points to go along with D'Lo's 21. Not only that though, but he continued to play really good defense. And no, I'm not joking about that. If you've actually been watching the games, then you'll know that he has been one of, if not the most effective perimeter defender this series. Kind of hard to believe, I know, but in reality, he's been a big part of holding Jamal Murray to only 38% from the field and 25% from 3. I mean, he obviously has been big for Denver during the 4th quarter, but you gotta give Austin Reeves some credit for containing him until then. But then for LeBron and Anthony Davis, they were great once again, having a combined 55 points, 28 rebounds, 23 of which were from AD alone by the way, and then 25 made field goals. Pretty damn impressive. And well, they pretty much needed all of them tonight, with that being particularly true for AD's rebounding. We've talked about Denver has beat them on the offensive glass, but that was not really true for Game 4. Sure, Nikola Jokic had 5 of them, but he'll find a way to get a few of them every single night. The big thing here though is not giving up a single offensive rebound to Aaron Gordon, who had 5 of them alone in Game 3. But unlike Game 3, they did a great job on him, not only by actually boxing him out, but by keeping an eye on him around the rim, which they were terrible at in Game 3, allowing him to put up 29 points, many of which were off backdoor cuts or playing in the dunker spot. That to me was a key for them entering this game, but something that was even more important for them happened to be the 3rd quarter. In every single game leading up to Game 4, the Lakers got beat in the 3rd quarter, though they were finally able to overcome that hurdle in Game 4, entering the 4th quarter with a 15-point lead. I mean, it felt like Denver was simply waiting to light them up from 3 during the 4th quarter, but thankfully that never happened, as they only shot 30% from 3 on the game, and only made a couple of them during the 4th quarter. And overall, it was a really good game for the Lakers. However, it will be incredibly difficult for them to replicate this for 4 games straight. Now, I'm obviously hoping they can do it and make NBA history, but I guess we'll watch how it goes. With all of that being said though, I'll let you hear from the team about their win tonight. And after listening, let me know your thoughts about Game 4 in the comments down below.
LeBron, you had talked after last game about sustaining effort and energy throughout the whole game. I think you ended up with 18 attempts in the paint. A bunch of them came in the second half, some key in that start of that 4th quarter. Was that any direct effort from you, aside from just reading the defense like you typically would?
I mean, obviously, like we've just been talking, like we have to sustain our effort, we have to sustain our energy, and I thought the 3rd quarter was very important. We've had a lead in a lot of these games, and then the second half, they've jumped on us, and even though, they outscored us by 2, we score with them, to keep the lead at 11. We was up 13 and a half. They scored us by 2 in the 3rd, but we was able to put up 30. So that, that definitely helped us going into the 4th. And then the 4th for me is just my mindset to try to close it out. Make plays, make winning plays, and I was able to make a few.
LeBron, because you are such a student of the game, what did you and your teammates learn from tonight that will help you in the next contest?
Well, they're going to make adjustments. They're a great team. They're great, super well coached. So, we have to be able to counter their attack, but also come in with the same mindset that we have to sustain our effort. We have to sustain our energy. However we're able to do that, keep attacking, and, try to keep them, and things that we can control, like fast break points. We only gave up 12 tonight to them. We only gave up 5 second chance points, and also at the same time, we only gave up 9 offensive rebounds. So we knew we had to rebound, and obviously AD was killer on the glass today with 23, and then everybody else just tried to chip in. So it was key for us to rebound. We out-rebounded them, I think, Maybe, I don't know, the first 3 games, but I know for sure we got out-rebounded in game 3. We was able to out-rebound tonight, and that really helped.
LeBron, as close as this series has been, obviously it's 3-1, and there probably could be a natural human tendency to look back and, I wish it was 2-2 or something like that. But you guys as a group have been trying to climb out of, you were 13th in the West in January, trying to make the play-in tournament, try to make the playoffs. Will that serve you in this situation as a group? Like, you could look at it like an opportunity versus look at it like what could have been?
Well, the only opportunity for us is just to play the next game, and we've given ourselves another life. We give ourselves another lifeline, and it's a 1-game series for us. So Monday's game, I believe it's Monday. Yeah, Monday's game is the most important game of the season for us, and we understand that, and we know that. So, what's at stake? If you lose, you're done. If you win, you keep going. So, it's not much to talk about.
LeBron, what did you make of the work AD did on the glass tonight, and just sort of, if you could kind of like put into words what that battle has been like this series for him?
I think what AD did for us on the glass tonight, when we were able to get them to miss, they're very good at their offensive rebounding game. And for AD to clean glass 20 of them on the defensive end is just key for our offense. It's just key for a lot of things that we want to do. And I think AD doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. He's one of the best bigs that we have in the game, one of the best bigs in the world, and he's shown that again, through the first 4 games.
Austin, after game 3, you had highlighted the third quarter, not just in that one, but the first 2 as a difference. Tonight, Denver wins it, but barely by 2, and then you match them even in the fourth quarter. What was the difference tonight as to how you guys were able to sustain that level of play?
I think we just, it's been a point of emphasis, obviously, for a reason. And going into that third quarter, it was, win the third quarter. Obviously, we didn't do that, but them beating us by 2 in the third, we're still up by 11 or 12 or whatever it was. So overall, a good third quarter.
Darvin, you've been talking about sustaining pace, for a full game and, finding a way to hold off the charges that came out. How did that flip tonight in that third quarter and then again in the fourth when they tried to come back?
I mean, for one, we knew they were going to make a couple of runs, prideful championship team. The biggest thing for us, just making it as difficult as possible. They hit some tough shots. We had some unfortunate fouls, some unfortunate turnovers, but we kept the scoreboard moving as well, which you have to do. Again, continuous. You're not going to shut anybody down completely for the entire game. So you just have to be prepared for that onslaught and make sure you're doing what you need to do and meeting force with force. Force them into tough situations. If it doesn't work out, move on to the next play and go try to, go back at them.
It's the first time that you've out-rebounded them in, I think, 6 games, and AD has 23 of them. What did you see from him, and how did that play into the glass overall?
Totally just dominant. Just the way he's been on the glass, changing shots, got a hell of a matchup with Joker. Just his focus, being that defensive catalyst, communicating. Our perimeter guys, all our guys stepped up and played well in terms of trying to control their matchup. Times where we had to switch, just be active on the backside. Got a lot of good stuff to look at film, and just got to be even better, even more perfect.
Coach, with everything that happened in the game tonight, did you kind of